Lack of moral shame and lack of moral dread.
Lack of moral shame and lack of moral dread. Ahirikañca Anottappañca. The Sangīti Sutta, Dīgha Nikāya 33, highlights two unwholesome mental states that are major obstacles to ethical and spiritual development. Ahirika, lack of moral shame, the absence of self-respect and conscience leading to unethical behavior. Anottappa, lack of moral dread, the absence of fear of consequences leading to reckless actions. These qualities weaken moral discipline and contribute to suffering and spiritual decline. 1. Meaning of Ahirika, lack of moral shame. Definition. Ahirika is the absence of moral shame, the inner conscience that prevents wrongdoing. A person lacking Ahirika does not feel guilt or remorse for harmful actions. B. Consequences of Ahirika leads to reckless behavior. Without moral restraint, one ignores ethical principles, encourages dishonesty. A lack of conscience results in unethical decisions, weakens spiritual progress. The mind becomes insensitive to wrongdoing. Example, someone who repeatedly lies or cheats without remorse develops a habit of unethical behavior, distancing themselves from wisdom and virtue. 2. Meaning of Anottappa, lack of moral dread. A. Definition. Anottappa is the absence of moral dread, ottappa, the fear of the consequences of unethical actions. While Ahirika comes from self-respect, ottappa arises from awareness of karma and ethical laws. B. Consequences of Anottappa. Promotes reckless behavior. People act without considering the effects of their actions. Leads to social disorder. Without moral fear, individuals disregard ethical boundaries. Weakens mindfulness. Ignoring consequences leads to impulsive decision-making. Example, a person without ottappa may steal or harm others, believing they will not face any consequences. 3. The importance of Ahirika, moral shame, and ottappa, moral dread in Buddhist ethics. A. The two guardians of the world. The Dīgha Nikāya, AN 2.9, describes Ahirika and ottappa as the two guardians of the world, lokapala. When these qualities are absent, moral decline and chaos arise. When they are present, ethical behavior and harmony flourish. B. Connection to the 5 precepts, Pañca Sila. Ahirika and ottappa are essential for upholding the 5 precepts. Non-harming, ahimsa, refraining from killing. Integrity, adinadana, refraining from stealing. Respect, kamasumachara, refraining from sexual misconduct. Truthfulness, musavada, refraining from lying. Clarity of mind, suramaraya, refraining from intoxicants. Without moral shame and dread, these precepts are easily broken, leading to suffering and spiritual decline. 4. How to cultivate moral shame and moral dread, ottappa. A. Developing moral shame. Reflect on the Buddha's teachings. Study the Dhamma to develop ethical awareness. Surround yourself with virtuous people. Good company strengthens moral sensitivity. Practice self-reflection. Ask, would I feel ashamed if others knew about my actions? B. Developing moral dread, ottappa. Understand karma and its consequences. Recognize that actions have long-term effects. Consider the impact on others. Ethical actions create harmony, while harmful ones create suffering. Strengthen mindfulness, sati. Awareness of thoughts and actions prevents wrongdoing. 5. Conclusion. The Sangīti Sutta warns against Ahirika and Anottappa as they lead to moral decline. Ahirika, lack of moral shame, the absence of conscience and self-respect. Anottappa, lack of moral dread, the absence of fear of consequences and ethical responsibility. These qualities weaken moral discipline and spiritual progress. By cultivating Ahirika, moral shame, and ottappa, moral dread, the two guardians of the world, one strengthens virtue, sila, mindfulness, samadhi, and wisdom, leading to liberation, nibbana. Would you like insights on how these teachings apply to modern ethical challenges and decision-making?
Lack of moral shame and lack of moral dread.